For those of you who are in the US and are celebrating Halloween, I wish you a very splendid Halloween time and, stay safe. I feel like many of you are going all out and, you love you love this holiday. It allows you to be somebody else and it allows you to kind of express yourself and be unique and be very creative too with your costume. So I feel like many of you are just really gonna have a good time, and you're going to I feel like make the most of it. Okay, like just have a blast and just get out there and just have a really really good time. So first of all, I have a few messages that two messages that came out when I was shuffling. And I'm going to talk about those first before we go into the reading because they're going to serve kind of like as the foundation of this reading. The first thing that I'm feeling here is you're telling your partner to catch up. Okay, somebody needs to catch up to you. Okay, and then the second message here. So if somebody needs to catch up to you, I feel like you might need to slow down. Okay, it's about compromise, right? Relationship, love, all kinds of relationships. It's always about a compromise. If we feel like we're full speed ahead and the other person is not able to catch up, we need to slow down just out of courtesy, out of, I think it shows that, I care about you, so I'm going to match your pace, okay? And for whatever reason, if they're not physically able to catch up, you kind of need to slow down. If you want them to walk alongside you and share these amazing experiences with you and talk to them and, be in the moment and to experience whatever it is, whatever adventure, whatever you're going through, then you need to kind of slow down and match their level. And then the second message I'm getting here is I feel like, you're headed into a commitment, okay? But once again, the other person needs to get all their ducks in a row and they need to be not only emotionally ready, I feel like they're already there. They're emotionally ready. But a commitment, it requires two people to be financially and physically ready as well. So, for example, if you're like, 20 years old, right? Just an example, okay? No offense to 20-year-olds. If you're 20 years old and you're like, I want a family, I want children. And then the other person's like, we're only 20. We need to get our career established. We need to have more money in the bank. Having a child is expensive. That's what I mean by, you need to be physically ready, okay? You need to be financially ready, not just emotionally, not just about what I want, or not just about what you want. But it's more like making or taking into account the practicality around things and not just dash off and go after what you want. Okay, so timing and being physically and financially ready, that's a huge factor here. The person that you're dealing with here, we have here the Ten of Wands. This is somebody that has a lot on their plate, okay? They're like trying to do things on their own. They're trying to test themselves. They're trying to understand themselves. They're trying to push themselves past their limitations. This is someone who's a really hard worker. They work hard at everything. They take responsibilities very, very, very seriously. And I admire this person, but I feel almost like you don't think it's smart, okay? I feel like this is somebody, when they do something, they see it to completion, okay? They don't just like dabble here and there in multiple projects and leave everything unfinished. This is somebody who's very serious minded. This is somebody that I feel they've had to take care of their families at a very young age, okay? Like when they're 14, they had to, sell things on at a flea market, for example, just to scrape by. Okay, they've had to hustle in life. They've dealt with a lot of hardships. They understand the value of money. They're not frivolous. They work hard at everything that they do. When they're in a relationship, they work very, very hard and they give 100%. And when you're dealing with somebody like this, who's so purposeful, who perseveres despite all obstacles, I feel like it's very admirable. But I feel like from your perspective, you're just like, oh, you worry too much. You're telling this person you worry too much, or you're doing it the hard way. Why do you take so much upon yourself? And in a way, I feel like, and I feel horrible saying this, but I feel almost like you think that, oh, you brought it upon yourself. You shouldn't have, told those people that you're going to help them. Why would you do that? Why would you put more on your plate? Well, now you're going to have to handle it yourself. And look at this person and look at what they're dealing with and really understand. Slip out of your shoes, slip into their shoes, walk a mile in their shoes, and try to understand, why they do the things they do, and the experiences that shape the person that they are. Because I feel like for you guys, you have a hard time understanding other people's choices, okay? And it's always easy for us to kind of be on our high horse, right? And making judgments. I would never do that. But then again, when we are stuck in this situation, if somebody is constantly here, having facing a lot of opposition, a lot of oppression, a lot of challenges in their lives, they're very fearful, and they can't make promises that they feel they don't know if they can keep. This is someone who's so serious minded. When they tell you, I'm going to meet you at 2 p.m. tomorrow, and then for whatever reason, a bunch of emergencies happen, and they stayed up all night taking care of all of these emergencies, and 2 p.m. rolls around and they haven't even slept for a minute, they still make it to whatever, the date that they plan with you at 2 p.m. So you might not think it's smart to do that, just, call off. But I feel like they're so responsible that their words mean a lot. Okay, so see this person for who they are. Really, I feel like they're admirable. And I feel like you don't see everything that they do. You don't see the person that they are. And once again, they're trying to catch up. They're trying to catch up to you. And what really hurts me is seeing these two people. One person is really struggling and the other person is just standing watch and not helping. So it's very hurtful when I see these two cards come out together, right? This guy is struggling and this guy is just like, hey, hurry up. It's like this sense of entitlement here. And I think like, the porters, the people that carry the luggage or the people that carry the load, they're being mistreated while this person is traveling light and just, yelling and harassing. So I feel like this is a very hurtful energy. So somebody might not be doing things the way that you do things. They might not be fast enough. They might not be quick enough. But I feel like you kind of need to slow down and match their pace, okay? The way that this person sees you, we have here the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is a really beautiful card indicating that they want to build a future with you. Okay, they want a relationship. They want to take things to the next level. They see you as someone who is looking for a relationship. You want to settle down. You want to have family, children, incorporate, your family with their family. So they see you as a really, really good catch and they want to commit to you. The Hierophant is also somebody who's very wise. You give a lot of good wisdom and you give a lot of really good insights and also good advice. But once again, is this energy on the high horse, not really living the experience, but giving people advice. So either way, they see you as someone who's very admirable, who's very wise. And the way that they feel about you, we have here the Prince of Cups. This is the Knight of Cups. I feel like your energy, this is what I call like someone who's flirtatious. Okay, they wear their hearts on their sleeves. If you're upset, people are going to know you're upset. If you like somebody, you're going to voice your opinion. Like people know where they stand with you, and people know who you're about, and people know where you stand as well. So your energy is very sincere. It's very sweet, open, and honest. And I feel like, if you like somebody, they will know. If you dislike somebody, they will know. And so from one day to the next, they might feel like you're a little bit temperamental. But you guys, all fire signs, but in particular Aries, you blow up, but you get over it, right? You vent, and it's out in the open. It's water under the bridge. The next day, you're back to being friends. So they like that about you. The fact that you don't keep things in, the fact that you're very open with your emotions, with your feelings, and in a way, they really admire that. And they wish they could be this, I want to say, real with their feelings. They wish they could be so candid and open and honest, and just, say exactly what's on their mind. They wish they could be more like you. So what's coming in this relationship? I feel like you have somebody who sincerely loves you, who cares a lot about you. We have here the King of Cups. Some of you could be dealing with a water sign. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Some of you could be dealing as well with another fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. And this energy indicates to me that this is sort of like, I'm off doing my own thing. I already told you how I feel, but I'm off doing my own thing. This is your advice about being a lot more compassionate, okay? Toning down the way that you communicate so that the other person understands, okay? So communicating in a more emotional way. Let me help you with that. How are you feeling today? Is there anything that I can do to make the situation better? Okay, this is a little bit more of a me type of energy. And you can tell by his demeanor. And this is somebody who's the opposite of that, who's caring, loving, and compassionate. I'm here if you need me, if there's anything I can help you with. I feel like you're dealing with someone who has a lot on their plate, and they need some type of reprieve. They need to vent. They need assistance. They need some help. They need a helping hand, okay? So it's really important to observe and to, reach out. It's linked up here with the Three of Pentacles. Somebody is struggling. They're like doing this all on their own. They're feeling the weight on their back, on their shoulders, on their knees, okay? And this is sort of like Three of Pentacles. Let me help you carry that heavy basket. We're in this together, so let me help you. And it eases the burden, it eases the load, okay? And so I feel like this is your spiritual advice in the King of Cups. Be loving and compassionate and ask them for assistance. And once again, this energy can be flipped. Ask for assistance. I don't mean to be harsh, Aries. This thing just pains me right here. I'm not going to dwell on it, but I just felt like it's unfair. So if you're doing this, it's not fair to you. If someone is doing this to you, it's not fair. If you're doing this to somebody else that you feel you care about, it's not fair. From an outsider's perspective looking in, it's not fair. For spiritual advice, this is not fair. Okay? So I hope that resonates. I hope that helps. In other areas of your life, money is, oh my gosh, you're swimming in it. It looks amazing. So I have here the Ten of Pentacles. The house is already paid for, the house is accruing in value. So I feel like some of you might own property, you're thinking about selling, you're thinking about moving forward, taking the money that you make from it and possibly renting or moving into another house. So there's heavy energy here about shifting from one location to the next because it's a really good time to sell. So I feel like some of you are contemplating that. Some of you are contemplating a job change as well. Shifting, like you've already maxed out, you're already at the peak of your career, right? You've already learned everything and you're thinking about shifting into self-employment. I'm going to work for myself. I'm going to create my own company, my own brand, and things like that. So I see this big, like you're flirting with the idea. And I feel some of you might have already given like your, 2 weeks notice. And then this is the month where you start to really think about getting a venue for your job, like opening up something. I see like a storefront, a restaurant, something big. I also feel like some of you have already like cashed in your retirement, your pension or something so that you can start a business or you're retiring. And many of you are already at the peak of your career. We have here the Emperor. This is your energy. This is like this distilled essence of Aries. So you're already at the peak of your career. A lot of people are coming to you to pick your brains for ideas, coming to you for advice, for consultation. So you're definitely in a senior position and you have a lot to give. And I feel like you might already max out on your ability to get promotion, to move upwards, okay? So money, career, professionally, things are looking really, really good. And because of that, you're shifting into something else. Some of you might recently have changed like a career path and you've always wondered if you did the right thing. So this is a card here, Five of Cups. Did I make the right decision leaving that behind? So there's always this sense of wondering. But your spiritual advice is you're going to receive some really good news here. This is the Page of Wands. Some good news, business ideas, partnerships in business as well as new clients coming into the picture. So if you shift it into, self-employment, you're going to get some very positive confirmation that you definitely did the right thing. You're definitely on the right track. And if you've made like a big, job change, there might have been like coworkers and really good people and a really good supervisor that you've left behind. And you've always wondered, did I do the right thing? You did the right thing because I feel like you're maxed out on your learning capabilities and your potential here. So if you move into a new environment, it's really going to help serve you to provide new opportunities for you to expand. Okay. So the confirmation is you're definitely on the right track when it comes to your career and your professional life and your professional standing. The spiritual advice in your relationship sector is you need to slow down and help your partner. And once again, that energy can flow both ways, but I feel like you need to help your partner. Okay. I hope the reading resonates. I don't mean to be so harsh, but I just read whatever comes up. Okay. Aries, I wish you the best. Enjoy Halloween. I know you guys love it. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.